Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with Me, and we're going to work on this journal again today. This collection, I got it up in the store, and it is called The Storyteller's Desk. So that's kind of I didn't want to call it Vintage Typewriters, I didn't want to call it Quill Pen. I mean, so that's the best title I could come up with. So it is up in the store now, this complete collection with the background pages and the ephemera. Now, I am also going to use some of Melina's vintage libraries in this to do some ephemera and things. Because see, she's got the vintage typewriter, she's got the books, and I love the little puppy. And so I'm going to kind of mix and match some of them up. But I want a belly band to go right here. So let's see what I think. I got a typewriter over here. We could do that, but I think, I'm trying to decide, I think I might want to do that and try to get that clock in there, and then save my little puppy for maybe a tag. So what I went ahead and backed some of these, and you don't need to, but you know me, when I'm making, I just go ahead and do. Let's see, now I'm just going to fold this over. You can use some other paper for your background if you want to, or for your, to strengthen it's what I'm trying to say, not necessarily for your background. But see, you don't even have to print this on the back if you're doing your belly bands like this. And this is just an easy way to get your belly bands done. It's easy and quick, and you can kind of pick what kind of image you're putting on there too. Now, there are many, many ways to do your belly bands. As you guys know, I have done them a little bit of every way. But this is just one that's really easy. It doesn't take, and see, I love that too, but I've already got a lot of those printed, so I'm not going to worry about covering it up. So, it's just a quick one here, but I think a cute one anyway. Now, I've almost got the kits put together that I was talking about, the extra digitals that I had and the extra fabric. I've almost got the kits put together, so I should be able to finish them this weekend and then get them up on Monday. Now, this is what I'm going to do, since they're just various collections. You know, they may not all be one particular collection, but they're all going to match like I do mine. They're all going to match. Like if I do a rose collection, then everything in there is going to either have roses on it or it'll have flowers on it that match the roses. So what I'm going to do is I'll do like spring collections, fall collections, Christmas collections, winter collection. I'm going to name them like that because I can't just put each individual one up. That would take me forever. So I'll have like so many winter, so many spring, so many whatever. But they're all going to be pretty, I promise you. So it doesn't matter which one you pick or choose. I do believe that you'll like it. I got some glue right there, and I don't want that to glue down, so I'm going to use my little powder tool. And just put a little powder on that so that it won't be sticky anymore. Now, I've told you about my powder tool. I actually bought mine from, I don't know, a company that's long since been out of business. But you can also just make them with baby powder. Just make you a little pouch and put you some baby powder in it, and you got one. It doesn't matter. Really, I kind of like baby powder better than this powder because this powder's kind of gritty, and I don't like that feel. But I mean, it works. So I've got two of them, so I'm not gonna do anything with them. I'll just use them all up. But you know, it takes forever. I've had this one probably, I don't know, 10 years. It's dirty and everything, but it still works. All right, there's our belly band there, and I want to make another one back here somewhere. See, that one stuck a little bit right there because I didn't And what I'll do there is I ink that up. And it just makes it look like it was supposed to be there. I try to go through after I put pockets and things in and separate them out, but I didn't yesterday because I had kind of a busy afternoon. So now this is a very old music page, and I probably will put some reinforcing either washi tape or something on the edges of this because it is literally old and I don't want it to fall apart. That one's one that's written in, and then that's a very old book there. Where else was I going to put a belly band? Let me just look. My fingers are already dirty. I've been back in tags this morning. I think I had said I wanted to put one here, didn't I? Wasn't that right? Let's just look, see if that's the best place. I could put one there. Oh, I could put one there. That may be where I put it, right there. And that's probably the other side of the one that I had in the front. All right, let's pick another page because I don't want to lose my little puppy there. Let's see, we've got, what we got on this page? So I could do the one with the typewriter on it. I think I'll do the lighter colored one. That way, I may just do this quill pen. Because that's the dark page, this will be the lighter colored page. So let's see. I want to make sure that's what I want to do. I hate to do these and then think, oh, I don't like how that looks. I don't know, I may use that. That sounds good, doesn't it? We'll get that typewriter on there, even if we have to make it a little bit wider. That's okay. Did I fold that straight? I think I did. Yeah, Melina and I actually made these two collections at the same time. This is what did I say? Cozy Libraries, and then I made the one that I made, and then I made the Storyteller's Desk. We made them at the same time, but we weren't together. She was at her house, I was at mine. So that just shows you sometimes our brains think alike. I've got to put more glue in here because I'm down to close to the bottom and it's not wanting to do right. Also, I wanted to tell you now, on those digital kits that I'm putting together, all of them are not going to be printed on the back, because when I printed those out, I didn't print every one of them on the back. So there are different ways that you can fill in the back page if you want, and I can show you those ways. I've demonstrated them before, but I'll be happy to show you the different ways if you want me to, because if you get one and you don't particularly care for the white on the back, then there's different ways that you can solve that problem. But you may get a kit that some of them are printed on the back and some of them are not. That's just the nature of the beast. That's why they're not going to be real expensive for all that you get. And then I've got some lace. I've got some lace that I'll be putting in with the kits. So you should be able to finish everything with what you get. And you'll get lots of extra pages, so therefore you can use some of those extra pages to put on the back of those white pages if you'd like. Alright, I'm going to wash my hands off because I'm handling this cover and I don't want to get it black. So let's take a wipey here. Now, alright. Now we need to make a writing board. And I'm thinking, let's see. No, I don't want to put a typewriter and a typewriter together, do I? I could just make it out of the library books. could make it out of that side. I think I will. I'll just make it out of this side. Your page for your writing board doesn't have to be anything that's, you know, real decorative, because it's just mainly going to serve the purpose of putting under the pages so that you can write on it without having to worry about the lumps and the bumps in the pages. So it can be out of anything. And I don't decorate mine up, because if you do, then you're just adding more lumps and bumps in there. So I don't stitch mine either. I used to, and then I tried to use one myself that was stitched, and I realized that it's hard to write on the edges of those that are stitched. So I don't stitch them anymore either. I just put it flat down and go from there. And we can just go ahead and flip this around and fold it over. That will be fine. Put that on the other side. Well, I don't know what I'm doing grabbing my glue. I need my glue stick. So a lot of you placed orders last night for some of those new collections. I can't wait till you get them. They're so pretty. I have opened up a few of them today and have taken a look at a lot of them, and oh my goodness, I want some of all of them is my problem. So it's better for me not to look, because if I look, then I want them if I look at them. A little bit of white right there. And then trim this a little bit off. We should be good to go. But the 49 in market, I am definitely... Oh, and I meant to tell you guys, and I meant to send out an email or something to let you know, but I'll tell you on the video. On the 49 in market, that Nature's Garden, I think it was, I failed to put up the frames and tags. I showed them in the video, but I failed to put those in the store. So they got put in today. I apologize that they weren't in when you placed your order. But if you've got anything else that you'd like to purchase, then they're in there now and you can grab them. I thought they were in, and Brandon thought they were in, and he was looking through inventory this morning and he said, I'm pulling a lot of this 49 in market Nature's Garden, but I'm not pulling the frames and tags. And I said, well, we better check and make sure they're in. And he checked, and of course they weren't. I said, what in the world? I thought I put those in, but evidently I put the ephemera in and thought I put the other in. Okay, there is our writing board. I like that. And you can put it in either way. I'm going to put it in this way, and we'll put a little tag or something in the front. Ooh, I just barely got that wide. I mean, got that small enough. There we go. So we'll put a tag or something in the front of this. Now, I did make quite a few tags this morning. I just backed them real quick, made some flip outs. I'll show you how easy those are to make. I know a lot of you have seen all of this, but we always have new people that pop in ever so often, and they might not know how to do it. And this is from the ephemera. This is one of those little file folders. And it's going to be real cute, either tucked down in a pocket. As a matter of fact, it can be tucked there. Or you can put it in as a pocket itself. And then these are some of those little torn pieces of the lace paper. I think these are cute. And I just used my little deckled edge tear tool and tore these out, and then I just used my scissors to go in and cut the little deep places in there. I mean, they're very, very easy. So we'll put this in a pocket, and I'll put something on it. I'll decorate it up a little bit, but right now I think I'm just going to slide them in pockets, and then I can come back and do my embellishing later. I think that's the way it goes. Okay, I got another one here. We'll go ahead and put it in the back somewhere. All right, let's see where we might want this back here. After this journal, I will be starting on a tall journal using our kit that we made not too long ago that I cannot remember the name of right now, of course. I'll try to link it below, but we'll be starting on the tall journal, so I think I'm just going to put that back there. Don't find a place far in the back that I can put it. So if you want to start on one with me, then you're welcome to. I had a couple of people that said, I just don't know how you're going to make that tall journal. Okay, so if you want to make one, I'll link the kit below. You can purchase the kit and we can make it together. Let's see, I think I'll put one of Melina's. See, this is from Melina's collection, the Cozy Library, and that's from mine. They work great together. So you don't have to stick to one kit, as I've told you guys many, many times. Look at your different kits and see what matches. You'll be surprised. Okay. So I think I'll do a flip out there. No, look at that. That matches. I'll come back and do the flip out. We'll put a little notebook under there. I'm going to leave that just for journaling. It's some really crinkly paper. I love that. And this I'll probably leave for journaling. I'm not sure about that yet. Right now we'll just do the pockets. See what we come up with. And here's another one of Melina's tags. Look at that. I think her tags might go better than mine. I've got, most of my tags have the typewriter on them. So, my pockets do too, I think. And I'll put a flip out here. We might be able to put that one there. No, that's a little bit short because I want this to be a pocket. So we'll do something else with that. And there. So this one will be finished before long. It will be ready to go to its new home. And I think I'll tuck that in there, and then I'll tuck something else in when I come back through. I go through these journals probably about 6 or 8 times before they go out the door. So they are well loved once I go through them so many times. And it breaks the fibers down so that they're easier to turn the pages to when I go through them. Alright, we'll put that there. I like that there. In a pocket here. Let's see, we don't want to put a tag with the same typewriter on it. So I'm going to pull one of Melina's tags in. I like that with all of that anyway. Let's see how this one will look here. That doesn't look bad, so we'll use that. If I need to, if I feel like I need to, I can always cover that little part of that typewriter up, but I don't think I need to. Alright. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to have enough tags. I never do. I always have to make tags because I'm always running out. So let's just make a quick and easy tag. We can do that. We can do that from what we have here. I'm looking at scraps first before I tell you what, let's make the tag using this little beauty puppy. Cute little puppy. Alright, let me grab. I'm going to grab one of these tall tags because I'd like to have a tall one in there. That way I can get my puppy all the way on there. cute, cute, cute little doggy. I think I need to take time out and clean my scissors too. They are a mess. There we go. Looks a little bit better. Now we need to back this with something. Just use some of this paper. And I think I'm going to have to back it this way because this is such a tall tag. We still have quite a few pieces of inventory in stock on those collections if you're looking for them. And we have more of the Tim Holtz backdrops. Trying to think of what else was out of inventory. Let's see. I know the backdrops is zeroed out. Those were all bought up last night. The salvage tags, we got more of those coming. And the flashcards, we have more of those on the way. So if you're looking for those, they should be in next week. If there's anything that you're particularly looking for, like a collection, if you just let us know by sending us an email. Don't leave it in the little description. Don't leave it in the comments below because I don't always get to read them as quick as I do emails. So send us an email, let us know what you're looking for, and if we can find it at our wholesaler, then, you know, we'll grab it. Not saying that we can find everything because a lot of collections have been discontinued, but we can try. It reminds me of Presley's doggy. He's not a puppy anymore, but he is a white lab. He's a pretty dog, and I know that may not be a lab. I don't really know all of my doggies, believe me. I just know if they're pretty or not. Okay, so let's put that over there, and then we'll kind of go on. So yeah, that's just about the right height because I wanted that to stick up. So when I put the little tag thing on there, it's going to show up. I'm going to drop that one in there for now, but I will put something else in it. Then we've got this one. I think that will look okay, even though it's got a typewriter on it too. And then we need a little beauty one. I think I've got another small one here. And we'll put something else behind that. I usually put 2 or 3 things in my pockets. I don't just stop at one thing. I might need to put a few more pockets back here. Let's see, I don't know, maybe that will fit. Yeah, that one will fit. Whoops. Yeah, I think I'll need a few more pockets back here, but that won't be a problem. We can do that. That one's too big, so we'll make a pocket for this. Not a pocket. A tag, not a pocket. We'll make a tag for this one because that one is too big. And that one as well. We'll have to make a tag, and that one. So that's got those in. I've still got a few tags left. So let's see. I've also got some of these left. And I just put writing paper on the inside of these. Hang on, I got a hair in my eye. Oh. And that way they can be used for writing. So see, that could be clipped on. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out the way I want to clip it on. That could be clipped on like that. Or it could be glued down like that. And then you'd have a pocket on this side and a pocket on that side. I think I will do that on that little page there. That's some Braille paper, and it's kind of hard to write on. But I love putting it in the journals because I just think it's so neat. So we'll just put some pockets on here. And then you can put some tags in them. Now, I forgot to change the color of that right there. I meant to change it to pink, and I left it purple. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp on it, and I'll put, you know, some different stamp colors on there. And I meant to ink around it too, and I didn't. Look at this. I love doing this. It makes that Braille stand out. Isn't that neat looking? Love how brown they get. I know in the camera it looks like a mess, but really it's not. It is not. And you can always take your towel, it's a dry towel, and just go over it and kind of pull some of that extra ink off if you want to. Smooth it out. Alright, let's glue this side. It is hot as blue blazes here today. I wonder where that saying come from. Hot as blue blazes. I need to make tags for that too. I guess blue blazes are really hot, aren't they? I'm just flipping through to see where I might want to put a little flip out. Trying to decide. I might want to put one here because this is all kind of plain. So let's see what we've got. Got this one. Now I could do it this way. No, I couldn't either. Edith, you got to think about this, girlfriend. I could do it this way. And that would have a tuck here, and then this would be a pocket. And if you folded it, it would be just the right width. What do you think? Think I should do that? I really don't want to cover, see, I can't cover this side because I've got a pocket there. So this may be a new way. We may have to invent a new way to put these down. Let's see. I want to make sure it's going to work before I even do this. It's going to be a little bit taller. Okay, I'm going to put something else there. I'm not going to do this because that's going to be a little bit taller than that page. So, I don't want to fool with that. I love that for the inside. So, let's see. Where shall we put it? I may not find a place. See, I don't want to cover that up. It all depends on what you want to cover and what you don't. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to think about that one a little while longer. Nope, too matchy-matchy. Okay, I don't think I'm finding a place for that flip out. So let's just do something else. Okay, I'm going to leave that as is. That I'm going to leave as is for writing. This, I'd like to put some type of flip out on it, or flip or something. Flip in, flip out, flip sideways, flip something. See, that will add another page to it. I think that will look okay. Even though this page is probably already in here somewhere, that's just the way it's going to be. I don't worry too much if I've already got a page in, because depending on how you decorate them up, they're going to look different anyway. I could go this route. I might do that, and then I know we won't have that page. Well, I don't know, but I don't think we got that page in there. Just go this route, because I know this page is somewhere in here. We just looked at it a minute ago. And then I think I'm going to fold this down. And I believe I'm just going to glue at the bottom and at the side, and then we can make this a big pocket. We can put something nice and big in there. Okay. Well, that actually went up very well. I don't even think I'm going to have to use any washi on that. And then we'll just punch this so that I'll know I need something in there. There we go. Yeah, I like that. It added a little bit of extra color to, you know, this page. Plus you've got another place for a large tag. And we need to put something on there. And I want to put something on this. See what we have. Oh, my nose is itching off. Let's see. We could put this on there and then just fold this and let it be a little flip out. I think that's what I'll do. Because I really don't want to get rid of all of this paper by enclosing it in there, because this was a paper that came out of a very, very old book. And it has the imprint of the page that was right after it, as you can see there. So I really don't want to get rid of all of that. So we'll still have the other side of it. If I can get this poked down in there real well. Yeah, see? You can see all of that writing. And when this glue dries, those little lines will dry up. Don't worry about that. I should have used my glue stick, but I didn't. But this is okay. It will dry up. Okay, then on this, we're just going to, let's see how I need to fold it. We'll just fold it right here, and then we'll fold it in like this. So we'll have just a little double fold, but then it will flip out to where you can do journaling on that if you want. Make sure I folded everything straight. Think so. There we go. And I might even put a little, let's see, no, I can't put a tab there. We could, let's see, I'm trying to figure out how I can do this. We can do this, and it will fold out like this. Let's do that, and we can put a little tab right there, since we have all of these little tabs that came with the collection. I don't know if this is going to work or not, because I think it's way too little. Yeah, it's too little. Let's don't use that. We'll just cut this out. And what I do is I go ahead and fold them in the middle, and then I just trim both sides out at the same time. Normally it works perfect. Every now and then I'll get it a little bit off, but I just cover it up with my ink. Sorry, I'm doing a lot of uhs today. I was taught way back in college that you're not supposed to do uhs, but sometimes I still do them. And see, those have got little white places on there, so I think I'll probably do a little stamp or something on those too. I may just put a little sticker on them. So we can put that right there, and that will just pull out like that. And then you can write on that, plus you can see this very, very old paper. See how those little lines are disappearing? Alright, I like that. That I'm going to leave. That can be journaled on. Let's see what else we've got. This little one, I'd like to put something on it. I don't know if I want another flip out or not. I might just put this on there. This is a half of a page. And just let that be in there. Why not? Okay, let's go way down in there. Go down in there. You can do it. Get down in there. Okay. Try to get it as far down in there as I can so that I don't have to put washi on it. That one didn't want to slide down in there though. I think it finally did. Right, let's see, that paper might stick out a little bit. Not too much. We could fold it. You'd have a little stack there. Yeah, it sticks out a little bit. I think we're going to need to fold it. And we'll just fold it like this. And then you can have this little piece that opens up, and then you've got this piece that opens up. And I will put some embellishing down through there to just cover that. And I may put a couple of little pulls on those too. I don't think we've got very many more places that we'll need a little flip. Let's see. We put that there. No, it's just too busy. I don't like it there. I like it. I want it on a page like this, but I think I've already put so many pockets on those pages that that's not going to work. Oh well, I'll figure it out. If I don't, I'll just send it along and she can put it wherever she wants to. And if she don't want to put it anywhere, she can just leave it off. Use it in another journal. See, I keep trying to use it, don't I? Yeah, once you flip through these about 12 times, then you actually know what each page looks like. I'm putting a little bit of glue under that washi so it'll hold a little bit better. And then this flips out, and I probably need to put a little flip on that. I think somebody is at my house. I'm getting a notification from my ring. Okay, those I don't think need, look at that, I love that old book page. I don't think those need anything. That, need to make something for that. This, I can put something else on this. Maybe not right now, but, well, we could put something else on it right now. We could do another one of these. Got one left. And we could put it at the bottom, or we could put it at the side and just clip it. I think I'm going to put it at the side and just clip it on. So I'm going to leave it right there. And then they can take it off. Use it how they want. Okay, looks like I need to make a few more tags, some small tags, and then a couple of booklets to put in there. But it's coming together. Alright guys, I think that's the video for today. I am going to work on the kits a little bit more before I have to go eat something. And we will talk to you hopefully again tomorrow. I don't know, I've got an appointment tomorrow afternoon, but maybe I'll get the video done before I have to go to my appointment. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.